All right, what do you think, fans? DT 466, couple twin turbos on there, and he just got that engine back together. He was telling me before Buckner, Missouri. He said it's been on the shelf here for a couple of years, and good to see that tractor back out.
Yeah, check 1 2. Will check 1 2 1 2
check
1 2. Let me make sure it's on over there.
Check. Check. Test.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Check.
Two, 1 2.
Check. Nope.
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
He's pulls in this class. He's walking down that.
Two,
check.
1 2.
Check.
The house sound down there, and they have a sounder guy here.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Is it on? Check 1 2 2 2.
Check.
2 2 1 2 2 2.
Hey guys, this is a replay from Lufkin, Texas last year. The sound was working on the live stream. The house sound wasn't working.
All right, fans. So pull distance 305 and 97. 305.97 for Don
You mean one
Nelson
to
with the
Texas?
Texas bullwhip here tonight.
Make second and third
Out of
place.
Kingston, Texas.
Enjoy a little pull.
We will head back towards the start line here. Craig Ulmer going to pilot the Sweet Pain.
2
Out of
2
Archwood,
2
Iowa.
2
Next puller up
1
here now.
2 2.
A little bit different combination on this tractor. We'll have 3 blown and ejected Chevrolets on this tractor. Now, Craig, a second-generation puller. His dad, Kurt Ulmer, for many years, ran this tractor all over the United States. Matter of fact, 3 generations of Ulmers run this tractor here throughout. And good to see it out here in Lufkin, Texas. Now, this tractor comes in here tonight. He currently sits in the number 3 spot here in points. Has had
Check 1
4
2
wins
2
throughout
2
the summer.
1
with the
2 2
stair-step
2 2.
combination on this tractor. So, Craig Ulmer. And the Sweet Pain makes his way out on the track here. 2023 winner here on Friday night. Craig Ulmer looking to do it again here. 8-time Outlaw champions. With Craig and Kurt behind the wheel. So we'll back in the Sweet Pain tractor now. 305.97, the mark to beat here. 305.97 as Don Nelson leads the way with the Texas bullwhip. That's the DT 466. Don came by us down here trackside, gave us a thumbs up, says, hey, I'm happy to go. I'm good to go with that one. He was satisfied with that run, so he'll go back there in the pits. He's got a couple more tractors he needs to run. But take a look at this one here, fans. Stair-step combination on this tractor for Craig Ulmer and the Sweet Pain. So currently sits number 3 in the points here with this tractor coming into this weekend's finals out of Northwest Iowa.
Yeah, Dan, the 3 engines on this tractor, the 3 wedge Chevys, the toughest in the country. 2-time points champion just a few years back, Craig Ulmer and Sweet Pain. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 2 2 2 2. 1 2 1 2.
All right, so Craig Ulmer shuts down the Sweet Pain after his run here tonight. He will set the mark to beat here in our modified class here tonight. Had to go better than 3:05.97. He has done that in a big way here. Get the distance in here from the track crew right away, as we will move ahead here in the modified class with Wayne Sullivan, Warsaw, Kentucky, with the Kentuckian.
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. No.
How far did Ulmer go down in Sullivan? 345.
2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hey hey. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 check 1 2 check 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 1 2 2 2 2 2 1 2. Hey hey 1 2 1 1 2. 2 1 2 1 2.
All right. Well, we know for one thing that is our new
1 2
leader here.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Check.
We'll have Wayne
1
Sullivan up next.
2 1 2 2 2. Hey hey.
Kentucky
Hey hey 1 2.
So
2
Wayne
2
for
1
so
2.
many years running the Kentuckian name.
2 1
actually
2
started
2
running
2
the
2.
Kentuckian way back
2
in the
1
early
2
1970s. And good to have Wayne and his son Donnie here this weekend running here in Lufkin, Texas for the Outlaw Finals. And I'll tell you, this is one tough customer right here. Wayne Sullivan out of Warsaw, Kentucky, just about an hour or so south of the Cincinnati area, nestled right along the Ohio River, right there on the Ohio-Indiana border. Like we said, they'll run this modified here in the modified class, and also their two-wheeler will be on a little later on with son Donnie behind the wheel. So the Sullivan pulling team here out of Warsaw, Kentucky. Once again, they're all chasing Craig Ulmer with the Sweet Pain. And we'll get that distance right away. All right, fans, so the mark to beat here, 3:45 and 86 right now, 3:45 and 86. Here we go with the Kentuckian. All right, looks like going to be awful close to that number 2 spot here tonight. Right now, Don Nelson and the Texas Bullwhip in that number 2 spot here at 3:05 and 97.
Yeah, 312.95 feet. Not the mark the Sullivans were looking for here. They're trying some things this weekend. That is a brand new set of tires. They just got them on just a few days ago. He did drift off to that right side, but I don't think he got the front end up like he really wanted to on that pass and transfer that power to the back tires.
Yeah, kind of got off to the right-hand side a little bit over that right-hand side, but nonetheless, a good one right there, fans. Right now, good enough for the number 2 spot at 312.95, .95 for Wayne Sullivan. Fans, let's give a nice round of applause coming down from Warsaw, Kentucky here tonight. So Vern Huser will be up next with the Say Goodbye tractor. Ken Urban with the Stud Buell, and then Wayne Longnecker with the River Rat in that number 3 position here. You want to talk?
Yes. Nobody's going to say anything. Or move to the other side of the track.
Harness the power of Organics, over 800 species of live soil microbes from Organics Midwest to build soil health, increase yield, and reduce the need for fertilizer. It all comes down to soil health and investing in the legacy of your family's farm. OrganicsMidwest.com.
All right, Ron, well, we're heading down here to our current leader in the class, and Craig Ulmer, the Ulmer family, 8-time outlaw champions here. The Sweet Pain, Craig, tell us about that run. It looked picture perfect.
Oh, man, it felt amazing. I've been driving this thing for 30 years, and it was pretty hard to get a hold of coming out of the hole, and I'd use the brakes a little bit to keep it straight, but then, wow, did that ever feel good. Well, beats it. They deserve it. That's all theirs. I still enjoyed my night.
Well, I talked about that run as you went down the track. The weight could have been set just absolutely perfect on that run. I mean, just, absolutely perfect. You think anybody can bump it here tonight?
We're very fortunate here in Lufkin tonight. It's an outstanding mod class. The quality that's here is just crazy. So, yeah, there's guys back there that can beat that.
All right, well, we'll see how it holds up here tonight. Fans, let's give a nice round of applause. Our current leader, Craig Ulmer, and the Sweet Pain.
Next puller coming out, Vern Huser, comes out of Ankeny, Iowa. To say goodbye. Now, this tractor running twin Hemis, but a little different setup. How they're set up on the tractor, they're not facing forward, they're facing outboard. The right engine's facing to the right, the left engine facing to the left. They both dump into one gearbox before going back to that rear axle. About 6,000 horsepower sitting out over the nose of this tractor. Now, Vern's got really close a few times this year. Very good running tractor, and we're looking for big things from him here tonight and tomorrow night. Good running tractor, still looking for the first win of this 2024 season.
Yeah, of course, and, you talked about a long-time puller here in the state of Iowa. Ankeny, Iowa, over the years, running the Allisons, the Chevrolets, four-wheel drives. He's had the old Slater Shaker years ago.
Yep.
Guy that he's been there, done that.
Been there, done that. He's been around the world of pulling for a long time, and he got the bug again. Dan, he got the bug again. He got it in a big way. Now he's running those two twin Hemis, pushing out over 6,000 horsepower. Going to take a good run to get past the triple Chevys, though. 345.86. That's the mark he's got to get past.
Well, Craig Ulmer, he told us, he said he thinks it can be beat. You got to have everything set just right. Let's see if Vern Huser can do it here tonight. Say goodbye. Oh.
So 340.44 feet. He got close. Had a little trouble getting hooked up on that hole shot. You spoke of that hole shot earlier, Dan. You heard him backpedal the throttle. He was trying to slow the tires down, hoping they would hook up. Next time he went full throttle. Took him a little bit, didn't get hooked up initially, made a good pass, moves into second place, but not what he was looking for.
Yeah, we talked, about that whole shot just a little bit ago, and as that's all going on right there, that box is still coming up the rails, no matter how fast or how slow you're going, so that weight is on you right there. And we'll go see if we can have a word with Vern here in just a little bit, and we'll talk about that hole shot.
Yeah, the front end come up rather nicely at mid-track, but he wanted to come up a little bit sooner and get a hold of it a little sooner than he did. 340.44 for Vern Huser, and say goodbye. Give a round of applause to Craig Ulmer over there. That's your leader. Comes out of Larchwood, Iowa. The Sweet Pain triple Chevy tractor is your number one tractor right now as we approach the halfway mark in the class. And the next puller going to be Kent Urban, the Stud Mule twin Hemi tractor out of Osceola, Nebraska. Now, interesting tractor coming up here. The engines on this tractor are pretty rare. Wasn't a whole lot of these 10-liter Aries engines built. They were built for hydroplane racing, for offshore boat racing, and they were made in limited quantities. The camshaft in these motors so high up in the block, the push rods are almost horizontal to the camshaft. So pretty interesting engine. Had a few good passes this summer. One pass in particular that sticks in my mind was the Friday night session at Thunder by the River in Whistler, Nebraska. He was running 37 miles an hour before he bent the push rods in the thing and came up short. So we're looking for big things from Kent Urban and a Stud Mule here.
All right, Ron, well, we're down here right now with Vern Huser. And Vern, you just took over that number 2 spot at 340. Tell us about that run out there. Looked like a little bit of trouble with the hole shot.
Well, a little slick on the beginning, and then I didn't get on it soon enough. I needed to get with the program earlier, and I was shooting for number 1, not number 2.
Well, I tell you made the Ulmer sweat a little bit down there. They're out 345. You went 340. If you wouldn't have had that little bit of trouble on the start line, I think you would have got him here tonight.
A lot of ifs and buts.
That's right. That's what pulling's all about, fans. Vern Huser, number 2 right now here in our modified class.
Now, this modified tractor class, all about combinations. You see all kinds of different combinations. You see the engines side by side, facing forward. You see one engine behind the other. Sometimes one engine's facing forward, one's facing backwards. We'll see that a little bit later in the class. Sometimes you see them outboard, facing outwards. These are facing forwards, bit of a slight angle.
How about crooked?
Crooked, yeah, they're kind of crooked. They're kind of, cattywampus on there. The right one's kind of leaning right, the left one's leaning left. These are 10-liter Aries. Nick Aries supercharged power plants. These were built for boat racing, purpose-built for boat racing. Not a whole lot of these engines around.
Yeah, the Aries really did take off in the drag racing sport and other motorsports like they did in tractor pulling as well as boat racing. But I'll tell you, the Urban family, 2-wheel drives over the years, many different kinds of modifieds over the years, and good to see them out here. The old Billy Loftus tractor here, the Stud Mule on the start line here. And take a look at that setup. I tell you, the sitting crooked like that, something unique.
Now, Kent Urban himself, now he has some unique hobbies and jobs, I would say. You never know when you're going to see this guy with a top fuel drag racing team somewhere in the country turning wrenches. This guy's a very good mechanic, well known in the drag racing world for turning wrenches and crew chiefing for some drag teams at Top Alcohol and Top Fuel drag racing. Very knowledgeable guy. If you're a gearhead and you start talking about engines with him, it could be a long conversation. I'll just say that. Now, he's got his work cut out for him to get past those Chevrolets. He's got to get past 345.86. Keep an eye on that Schaefer oil liter barrel over there. Comes out of Osceola, Nebraska, Kent Urban and the Stud Mule.
All right, fans. Excellent run right there. Let's give a nice round of applause. Osceola, Nebraska, right now. And Ken Urban, the stud mule tractor. Now, he worked over here left of center. We've seen the last couple tractors working over there the right side of the track, and Ken kind of let it drift here a little bit left of center. Going to be a good run. 333.15, number 3 spot right now. So number 3 for the tractor out of Nebraska. And we're just about halfway through. We still got a whole bunch more left to go here.
A lot of horsepower still to go down this track, and you could bet they're watching every single run and maybe tweak maybe the way they were going to run their tractor. And you see a little bit more now how they're kind of easing it out of the hole. That the hole might be a little bit slick down there. Give Vern Huser a round of applause. He was talking about that. How that starting line was a little bit slick, but then he said he eased it out, and he told you that I should have got into it sooner.
Yeah,
but yeah, you just never know.
5 feet. That just 5 feet separates first and second right now. And as we've got the Ken Urban working that left of center out there on the track here tonight, so real consistent here for these modified pullers here tonight. As well, we've got one of the long-time runners here with the Outlaw Circuit. Mr. Wayne Longnecker will make his way to the line here, Cambridge, Iowa.
I was just thinking of that, Dan, looking at some of the legends on this list. There's one legend just drove by us on a golf cart here, Wayne Sullivan.
We'll have to get Wayne's point of view.
Wayne Sullivan
here.
in the Kentucky.
We'll run a few more tractors before. You got to get Wayne's point of view to see exactly what he thought here tonight, because he'll tell it like it is. There's no doubt.
We got two legends here named Wayne Longnecker and Wayne Sullivan here tonight. Wayne Longnecker coming up. And the River Rat, this guy's been around for a long time. I've got pictures of this guy pulling in Kemper Arena in Kansas City back in the 80s. And he was well known for pulling V12 aircraft engines. He did the Allison thing, the single Allison, the 2 Allisons, the Allison and a half.
Yes.
Got an Allison in half and ran an Allison and a half for a particular class. And he did the Rolls-Royce tractor that we saw start class off. That used to be his tractor, and actually won some championships with the Outlaws of that tractor.
So now I got to ask you, what made him go to the Hemis? Just a matter of, he said, it's it. We're just going to go with the Hemis. I mean, what was the final verdict?
I think he saw the way it was going. The Hemis were really starting to make the power. He was having trouble keeping up, and then getting parts. You can't buy parts for a 1941 Rolls-Royce V12.
You don't run out to your local O'Reilly's, right?
Exactly. A lot of the parts custom made, you have to make them himself, and then the expense of making them, I think he just weighed his options. Thought, why not go with the Hemis where I can buy the parts from the suppliers and make the horsepower I need to make. Quit chasing the horsepower.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to go back over here to the right-hand side of the track here. 5-time Outlaw champion here. And one of the guys that actually started the Outlaws back in the early 90s right here on the start line. So Wayne Longnecker out of Cambridge, Iowa, just north of Des Moines.
Yeah, spots a sled over on the right side. It'll be interesting. Watch the whole shot. Let's see how it comes out here. And drives this thing, 345.86. It's all in the whole shot right now.
All right, fans. So distance comes in here at 331 and 93. 331 and 93 for Wayne Longnecker here tonight. And Ron, we're starting to stack them up right around that 330-foot mark here, 330 to 335 here in our modified class here tonight, fans. Let's give Wayne Longnecker a nice round of applause out of Cambridge, Iowa, and the River Rat.
I want to give you guys a sneak peek of what you can see on FullPull.live. It's going to be a huge season coming up for us in 2025. merging with Outlaw Pulling TV. For all the Outlaw subscribers and the NTPA Grand National subscribers and everybody, you're going to see it all now. And it's pretty awesome. So our next event will be May 2nd and 3rd in Columbus, Texas. And
all right, fans, so just to get you caught up here, modified class. Craig Ulmer leads the way with Sweet Pain 3:43.
In 1 hour. I got to get ready for that.
45 and 86.
Full
Number 2
live,
spot.
39
Vern Huser
a month.
with
You
the
get to
Say
see
Goodbye
all
tractor
the replays.
44.
Over 100
And then we'll put Ken
We'll be
Urban
live
with
streaming
the stud
in
mule at
2025.
333.15. Currently
Full
our
dot
top
line.
3 here in our modified class. As we have reached the halfway point, and we've got our current points leader making his way to the start line.
This guy coming up here, Cameron Neaves, comes out of McAdoo, Texas. He's always had a good combination with his twin Hemis. You know, a few years back, he ran a 3-engine Chevy combination, and he run that combination for years, went to the Hemis, and the tractor has never ran as complete as it has this season. Starting July 18th, he put on a set of Pro Puller tires, the new Pro Puller 12-ply tires, and he never looked back. He won 8 of 11 hooks since July 18th when he put those new tires on.
Well, I can tell you what, I mean, as far as this tractor coming to the National Farm Machinery Show in February, he adds that third engine, comes run with the 4-engine tractors, and that tractor came to life this year in Louisville. Qualified for the finals, had a beautiful, beautiful pass, made the winner's circle with the tractor, and then, like you say, it kind of catapulted him into the summer there, and he has had just an outstanding year. Looking to pick up career championship number 2 here this weekend.
Yeah, he is pumped to come down here. He can finish off the season and close the deal on a points championship right here in his home state here in Texas. So I know Cameron is pretty excited about this one. And you were talking about going to Louisville and doing the 3-engine thing, and he does the Pullers Championship, and he has that 3rd engine as well. And he doesn't run that combination normally. So that's a completely different animal with that 3rd engine. He's out there in no man's land doing things he's never done with that 3rd Hemi on there. So, kudos to him for doing that and trying it. Like you said, he was successful at it at the Farm Machinery Show.
And like you said, years previous to that, really struggled with that combination, trying to get everything just right. And like you said, this year he hit on it, and he's looking for big things. Qualified to get into the truck show as well the following month. So it is really transformed. Now take a look at where Cameron's going to spot that sled, fans. He's going to move it over here left of center. Everybody else that we've seen in this class has started there over on the right-hand side.
Sometimes it's about gambling. Sometimes I was going to say, we've seen everybody go right. Some of them come towards the center. Cameron's going to go left. He's going to gamble here. Or maybe he saw something on that left side. Kyle Petch was talking to us. He said, there's a soft spot out there somewhere. He didn't tell us where it was at. But all those drivers walk the track. They know what it's like. So, and he's done a good job all season. He's currently in the lead. He's like a 30-point lead over the number 2 tractor. So he's going to try some new things here and see if he can get past the Sweet Pain tractor.
Yeah, once again, that mark to beat 3:45.86. Check out that lead distance marker.
Oh!
What do you fans? What do you think, huh? Did he do it? Man. All right, fans, he had to go better than 3:45.86. He goes 3:45.09. Number 2 here tonight, fans. Let's give a nice round of applause. Cameron Neaves out of McAdoo, Texas.
Now, I'm thinking of that in my brain here. He's 77 hundredths of a foot behind. That's about 9 inches, a little over 9 inches.
I don't have my official NTPA statistician with me here this weekend, but yeah.
Yeah, 77 hundredths, a little over 3/4 of a foot.
Yeah.
So that'd be just a little over 9 inches. Difference between first and second right. Now, good pass, though, the best one we've seen, except for the Sweet Pain, who's Wow, he laid down a good hook early in the class.
Yeah, they're putting on a show here tonight, fans. I normally say, we talk about, the Super Farm class likes to stack them up like that. Normally.
Again, just getting a little sneak peek from FullPull.live, merging with Outlaw Pulling TV this year. We're going to bring you all the NTPA Grand Nationals, all of the Outlaw stuff, including the Heartland Division, and much more this season. So head over to FullPull.live, go back, watch all the replays in the off season, and you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching.
Today.
Well,
Let's talk about today.
Grand national state level, you have to run non-sales, wholesale.
Is like 9,000.
The only mistake I made, I didn't put her in the registration booth with the
Just this ever-evolving story.